Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we're going to be talking about how would your future spouse bring happiness in your life. And obviously it's not like their responsibility to bring happiness or anything, but we know, when some important person comes in our life, they also bring some good fortune or some happiness or something, maybe some lessons also. But in this video we're going to be talking about like what kind of happiness, like what your future spouse brings in your life, what kind of happiness and all. Because like I asked the cards and it literally show me the sun, the wedding card, then the sun card and the pentacles card. So it kind of made sense to me that how would this marriage, or how would your future spouse, if you're not really into marriages and all, like maybe like a committed relationship or whatever you want to call it, like your forever person basically, how would they bring happiness, joy, sunshine into your life, like what they are bringing basically. So yeah, go ahead, pick your pile and I'll see you in your reading. So for those of you who have chose pile number 1, guys, I mean, this is literally like, even if you don't know how to read tarot card, this is like, like even if you just know the meaning of colorless and color, you can like read it by yourself. It's so like, it's like the whole thing, the whole spread is like literally screaming and being very straightforward with what they are bringing. So for you we have the 10 of swords, the sun card, 5 of swords and the king of pentacles. And seriously, I don't think I have like the good cards painted or the bad cards not painted kind of thing. I just painted whatever cards, and I left some and I painted some kind of. So if you see here, and if you see here, we have this 10 of swords. And 10 of swords, if even from the imagery, if you see, it's like very draining kind of, it's very burden kind of. I also feel this, this elder sibling kind of energy, like not like elder sibling like all the elder sibling, you might be even a younger sibling watching, but the energy, the vibe I'm seeing, that suppose if there is a child and they have been burdened about their whole family responsibility, about finances, about, I don't know, family business or something. But I feel like you are someone who has been burdened with like 10 different kind of problems and 10 different, it's not like you are like taking the responsibilities of only your life, but it's like it feels like heavy kind of energy, like it's not just your life problem, but maybe you are like that mom friend who is like there for others. You are the therapist friend who is like there for someone who maybe is going through a breakup or something. But I feel like there is a lot of burden, there is this, not just my problem but my friend's problem, my family's problem, my cousin's problem, my neighbor's problem. Like you have a lot on your shoulders, you have a lot on your back, and your back literally feels like stabbed by all these 10 swords. So it's like really heavy for you. I feel like most of the people who have chose this piles might have felt like really tired, maybe in your, I don't know, childhood, teenage, adult, maybe right now too. But like this is the vibe that I'm getting. This is the heaviness that you have felt, like you have taken like major responsibilities on your back and you have like felt this tired and everything. So this is like, I'm not saying that you are not doing good with it, but I feel like there is this tiredness, there is this um, there's this feeling of, I have carried a heavy load and I feel just very like tired and like adult kind of. And like there is no fun, seriously, what I'm seeing in this card. But on the other side, when you see the sun card, and this is what your future spouse is bringing in, so they are like changing this 10 of swords into the sun card. So you might be very like mature kind of a person, the early adult kind of a person, like you were like very mature even when you were a kid. So they are bringing this childlike energy to the home, wherever you guys gonna live together. They're gonna bring this, you know the sun energy, this pink, blue, yellow, green, red, all these colors to your life. There is this energy of being child again, being playful again, being spontaneous again. like not really worrying about, oh, like one example is coming in my head, like maybe you are the kind of person who would never put like a white couch, because you know that, oh, it's gonna get dirty and I would not like to put it, because it's gonna be messy, it's gonna be dirty and whatever. And they are the kind of person who is like, oh, I really like white couch, maybe I'm gonna just install it, so they're not gonna think about. I'm not saying that if they are being immature, I'm just giving you example. So suppose, like, you are the kind of person who would be like so worried about, no, it's a white couch, I can't, and they would be like, okay, let's do it, right? And they're gonna, like, they're gonna put that white couch, and they're gonna be like, yeah, that's okay, I mean, if someone stains it, that's okay, we can still, it's our couch. I don't know if it's even making sense or not, but like they have this thing that, but I want the white couch, even if someone stays, like, if I am into that headspace that, oh, someone's gonna ruin my white couch, then I'm never going to bring my white couch. Then what's the point of wanting a white couch? Like, I want a white couch, right? Even if someone stains it, I don't care. Like, I mean, if someone have to stain my white couch, first I would have to have a white couch, right? So if someone stains it or doesn't stains it, doesn't matter, but at least if I want, if I want a white couch, I would need a white couch, okay. So many of white couches I have said. So they have this kind of energy where is like, they bring things, like they would also be the more of a spender kind of a person, you would more be of a saver kind of a person. I'm also hearing that, why to, um, bring flowers, cause flowers dies anyway, like you might have been brought up in that mindset that why to bring flowers, or why to, purchase flowers, cause they die anyway, so maybe you growing up never had like someone get you flowers or anything, or maybe honestly I also see that there is a child and who is like, don't even, like don't even tell their parents that they want a toy or something, because you felt like, oh, the toy is unnecessary, like even as a child you felt like, oh, toys are unnecessary, so I'm not gonna tell my parents to get me a toy. But then your future spouse is like, yeah, the flower's gonna die anyway, but then I'm gonna have fun having a flower, so I'm gonna bring flower, and not just to me but to you too. So this person is gonna be like, if you are the kind of person who like saves a lot, this person is gonna be spending a lot. And please don't just click off right now, cause I honestly don't see like the immaturity in him or her. Cause I don't know, there is, like when there is someone, maybe the white couch example, we usually do sense like, oh, this is an overspender, or this is like an immature person, but I honestly don't sense that immaturity from them. There is like, they definitely, whoever your future spouse is, they definitely have this mindset of living in the present moment, being mindful and doing what they love to do. I am also seeing someone skating, those skates, like the shoes which have those skates in it. I am seeing them bringing those skate shoes to you, and you and them, like, like skating throughout the house. Like, you might think that, why would I spend, money on skates, or why would I be skating around the home? I mean, we are adults now, we don't do these kinds of things. But then your spouse would be like, why not? We are not old enough, we can do it, our legs still work, our hands still work. That kind of energy that I'm seeing. Like, you're gonna be, maybe in the beginning you might be a little bit pissed on them. It's not like they are doing something immature, it's because you are just not used to it, like maybe your upbringing is also very different, and they gonna understand it. I'm not saying that they're gonna try to make you piss more or something, but I feel like they're just gonna smile at you, like not gonna make fun of you, but like they're just gonna smile at you and be like, okay, okay, fine, I understand that you're angry with me, but okay, come on, let's try it. And then when you try it, you actually like it. That's honestly a very beautiful dynamic that I see here. You know what I'm also hearing in my, whatever. There is this, very I don't know, very chic kind of, very modern looking, very chic kind of like a room. It's all white. It's all like, you know how we see those houses from inside, maybe like a celebrity home or something, and it's all white and it's chic and all, but like there is no color, right? And then there is another person that comes up and be like, whoa, boring. So one person is thinking, oh, it's chic, and the other person comes in and be like, oh, boring. And then they kind of bring out color into that room, and then this other person who was thinking, oh, it looks so chic, and then when they were putting the color, they were a little bit like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna look good or not. But when like in the process of putting color and the final results, they are like, you brought colors in my boring home or something like that. It's kind of a thing like that. I'm not saying that they're gonna color your room or something, but it's the feeling of that, like, that feeling of, oh, this home is so adult like, and it's so chic and it's so white, and it's so regular, and then they bring the color and make it so vivid and so, I don't know, like a playful kind of. So you might even discover it later on that maybe with the world you would be this chic and this white kind of a home, or like a building, like you're very formal or something with other people, but with them around you are like all colors. So I feel like this person not only brings colors in your life, this person also brings color out of you. Like this person makes you realize that you are not just white, you have all this beautiful color in you. Wow, that was a beautiful message by number one. For some of you, I also hear someone say that, oh, all my clothes are white, or oh, all my clothes are black, or oh, all my clothes are blue. So you might be like a person with less variety, but like one kind of a thing, and this person's gonna give you more varieties. Like maybe you are the kind of person who wears shirts most of the time, and then this person's gonna come in and then gonna show you different kind of clothes, and they're gonna you know make you realize that you not just look good in shirts, but you also maybe rock a dress or rock a t-shirt or something. Overall, I see this person bringing colors. That's how I can describe it. Like they are, like, you are represented as this sword, this tough guy, tough girl or something, and they are this little child who just makes the whole house giggle. And with them, like living with them, you both become child, and you both are giggling and all. I think they also gonna learn a lot of like discipline and stuff from you. I'm not seeing it at in any way that they are not in discipline or something, but I feel like this side of them, this childishness side of them, is gonna be something really really important for you in your future, because you're gonna see the child in you because of the child in them, basically. I, I wonder how your child would be. Moving to your next cards, we have the five of swords and the king of pentacles. And I feel like most of you guys choosing this pile either were not born rich, or uh, you doesn't have to be poor or something, but I don't see like you were very abundant when you were a kid. And abundance sometimes doesn't really have to be even about rich or poor, or how much money or real estates you have. Sometimes I actually, I'm just getting an example of a person I know, a family I know, and they are, like they are like really rich. They are not like really rich, but they are like, maybe I can say that they are maybe rich than maybe person A. So person B is like rich and their family is rich and all, but then they are like very stingy kind of people. So they wouldn't order in food, or they wouldn't, like, suppose if they are buying something from like a local vendor, like maybe a fruit or something, they're gonna be like really, up for the discount, and they're gonna be like really on the vendor's nerve to get a discount or something, and they're gonna be like really stingy with money. So it's like they kind of train themselves that we have less, even though they have a lot. Still their brain is like trained that, oh, I have to save money, I have to get for more discount or something. And they will just like barely go to shopping because they have to save it. In their brain they are like saving and making themselves more abundant, but somehow it also makes sense that yeah, maybe they are saving, but then why are they saving for? I mean, the money and the dollar, or the whatever kind of money is on the planes, on the earth, right? You can't take the money with you in the soul world or the heaven or whatever. I'm not bashing anyone, but like I have seen these people, and like they are rich and all. They are not even poor, but they are not like super rich. They're not billionaires or something, but they're like good rich, right? And still they act so stingy, and they still act so like they have so less. Like they act like they have to like scrape things out or something. It's kind of like it's sick. And the person A is not that rich, but they still get orders. Like they still order food online, they still go to shopping, they still, I don't know, like they might not go and like like buy something branded, but they go and buy something they would like to maybe eat, and it would make them happy or something. And they don't like they don't, how do I put it? Like they don't get on the nerves of the vendor and ask it for the discount or something. I mean, if you don't go to a maybe like a very hi-fi fancy kind of a shop, and if you go to like a local vendor, it's usually like very cheap, and it's usually like very less expensive, right? And I don't honestly, I think it's just my personal opinion, but I don't think that you should ask for a discount. Like yeah, a little bit you can ask for, but you shouldn't be like too much if the product is already like not expensive. Because I mean, we buy things from the local vendor and we are like, oh, more discount, but when we go to like a fancy restaurant, we give the waiter tip. Like, I don't understand, I might be wrong about it, but it's kind of a same thing that I'm seeing. So I feel like it's I'm not saying that you are like that or something, but I feel like you have been raised in an environment where you didn't felt abundant growing up. You felt like the need to save it, or the need to, I don't know, like scrape things out, or I don't know, like that kind of a mindset. And I'm not bashing at you, because I mean I've been raised in the same kind of environment. So yeah, I'm teaching myself to kind of oversmart that concept in me and to unlearn a lot of things. But yeah, this is what I see, like how you were raised in. And I don't know how this person was raised in. Some people, some of you guys, future spouse, might be in the same kind of environment, or most of you would not be. I feel like either your future spouse is like born rich, or they were like born in a household maybe not rich but abundant, like like a mindset wise abundant. Or maybe they were not born rich, or not born into like a rich abundant mindset, but like they have their own mindset which is abundant. And that is definitely a case for a lot. But I, regardless of whether they were born rich or not born rich, or born into abundant mindset or not, they themselves as the individual has abundant mindset, right? And they are the king of pentacles, because they are like literally represented by the king of pentacles in the whole spread. So because of that mindset, they don't have a problem with stability, they don't have a problem with finances. So suppose if they even stay in the white couch, they would have enough money to get some another colored couch, or maybe get some another couch or something. So one of the reasons that they are so open and they are bringing colors is because they can afford to bring colors. So I feel like this is a person who is like financially very very secure and very very stable. And I think it's not just the money or the real estate or like the abundance that they are bringing. It's also the mindset of the rich, it's also the mindset of the king of pentacles that they are bringing in. It's the stability. Like, if this person comes in your life, you wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I have to save this, or oh, I would have to not order a dessert because I would save that money to maybe bring something else. Because this person would be like, okay, okay, you can order the dessert, and you doesn't have to save for it because I have enough money that I can fund you for that or something like that. And it's not like in a like in a pity way. Like, it's not in a pity way, it's like a very friendly way. I'm not seeing any kind of ego. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people who are connected with their inner child and who are like really this playful and all doesn't really have a ego. At least when it comes to their personal life, they don't have a ego. I have seen it. This is really the kind of person you start kind of living like a queen, and not just living like a queen, but like not really worrying about things a lot, basically. There is this feeling of that swords in the first picture, the 10 of swords. I feel like there is this feeling of finally just those swords getting away, and this person's, I mean, physically it's impossible that the person would feel any better even if the swords are gone. But it's like, imagine if there are not swords and there are like just heavy weights on that person, and then it's this feeling of this swords lifting away, like one by one these swords are just lifting away, this heavy weights is just lifting away. You will feel that way. And like, you might not physically have a lot of burden on you, but I feel like you have somehow experience this emotional or mental or financial burden. And when you are with this person interacting and everything, you would feel this swords going away, you will feel this burden of going away. And I feel like for some of you, even your health's gonna get better. Because when our mental health gets better, our emotional health gets better, somehow our physical health also becomes better. Somehow we don't stress much, so our skin is better, our hair is better, our nutritions are better, our sleep cycle is better, and it just contributes to our overall health. So yeah, this person is literally bringing a lot of color, and we definitely saw like how your spread went from colorless to colorful to colorless to colorful, which is like, okay, this is you, all good and all, but then this is what they're bringing. This is how you have dealt with things, and this is how they are bringing things up. And also, if you see the king of pentacles face and the sun's cards person face, it's very relaxed, it's very chilled, it's very, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it has a problem, it has a loan or anything. It's just so good, chill, fun, and I love it. This is definitely your future spouse, and it's not just them, you also gonna be like them. And definitely, I'm not saying that it's just your future spouse who's gonna come in and boom, everything's changed. I feel like you're gonna have your own self-love journey or something, and first you're gonna start loving yourself, first you're gonna start putting those swords away, and then somehow your future spouse also enters, maybe at the same time or maybe a little bit later, but they enter, and then you realize that you don't have to do all this heavy lifting all by yourself, and you have like a help and like a beautiful, cheerful person, which makes this journey of pulling out the swords easy. I'm also kind of brought back to that that vision where you guys were like painting together those white walls into colorful things. And I'm seeing that thing that you are like painting the colors, and maybe you were thinking like, I don't know if I want to paint it. But then when, as you are painting, like your future spouse is painting the walls and you are also painting the walls, and you're looking at your future spouse and you're smiling, and you're realizing that, okay, I was really afraid to make this decision to paint this wall, but I'm really happy that I did. And I really like, you're just like, it's like I can see that smile in your eyes, that you're like admiring them and you yourself, and you're like proud that you took this decision, basically. I'm also hearing it's a happy ending. And honestly, file number one, I feel like this is all that I had for you. But also, yeah, at the back of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacle, and this is all about stability. So, overall, we can say that your future spouse is bringing a lot of stability in your life. So, yeah, file number one, I hope you like this reading. And if you did, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I love you loads. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. Take care. Hi, you guys. So, if you choose pile number two, this is your reading. So, for you, we have Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and at the back of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. Crazy how people on my channels are like really interconnected. Like, in I'm not saying that you guys have like the similar message or same kind of messages are completely different, but the theme is literally the same. In the first pile also, we had like one colorless, a colorful, then colorless, then colorful kind of cards, and for you guys also we have the same kind of similar kind of theme. So um yeah, so yeah, we are seeing here that what your future spouse is gonna bring into your life. Not that it's their responsibility, but we know that when people come in our life, they bring things to us. Like something or the other. And this is not just a person. This is your future spouse. This is someone with whom you're gonna spend a really good amount of time, a really good amount of memory. Like it's a future spouse. It's a partner for life, partner in crime, partner in everything kind of a person. So for you, pile number two, I see that like you have been in places like when I was pulling out your cards, I was seeing this child, and like there is this little girl, and she has this teddy bear, and then her her elder brother comes, and then that elder brother is like taking that teddy bear away from him, away from her. And this little girl is saying that this teddy is mine, like don't take it away from me, it's mine. Like she's telling her brother that it's mine, don't take it away from me. Like it's not like she's being possessive over that teddy, but that teddy is her, right? So maybe like her parents can maybe say that why are you being so possessive over that teddy bear, why you're not sharing. But then it's not even about that she is being possessive over a teddy. It's like it's her, she owns it, it's her teddy bear. Let like certain things we share with others and all, like that's okay, but certain things just belong to us. Like not everything is meant to be shared with other people. Like I understand, maybe like for example, if someone doesn't brings food for lunch, then you can share your meal with them, that's good, right? But then if everyone has their own meal, why would you share your meal with someone else, right? I mean, if you have to share a meal, you would share a meal with someone who either didn't bring their lunch or are hungry or something like that, right? So I am seeing this thing that I don't know if you like even realize it right now or not, or maybe you will realize it in the reading. But then I see this, like this pattern of you where you, I don't know if it has like happened in childhood, that's why, or you have like made this, like this pattern is going on in your life where you feel like like you just want to have something, but then people take it away from you. Maybe you would, I have also experienced this thing that maybe you had this good best friend with you, like you were really good friends with someone, and then someone else came in your life, and then they kind of in a way stole away this best friend from you, maybe. Or maybe you were the sibling or the child who was kind of neglected, so you feel like your sibling kind of stole your parents away from you. Or like similar kind of example. And I have all the sympathy for you, all the my condolences. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but you know what I mean, right? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry that I'm saying that, but I have all my condolences and whatever it's called in English for you. It's not my first language, so please don't mind that. But because of all this thing, like even today as an adult, you sometimes feel this way that it's mine. Like you feel like fighting for things, you feel like it's mine, I don't want to give it to you, like even if it's just a dress or like something, even it doesn't even have to be a person or something. Just maybe like a cake piece, like in, for example, if you're eating a cake, right, and then there is this maybe like a cake with maybe a little bit of strawberries on it, and you love strawberries, so you are like, this strawberry cake is mine because it's my birthday, so I will decide what part I want. So it's like you have to fight for things, you know like you, even if it's your birthday, you have to like be very vocal about it, and you have to be very like fighting about it, that okay, that strawberry part is mine, I will take it, like you have to be very vocal about it, you have to fight for it. But usually, suppose if you have like really nice people around you, they would be the one, they would tell you ki, okay, it's your birthday, then the strawberry piece would be yours, but then because maybe of the circumstances or the people around you, you have to fight for it, and you have to tell them that okay, this belongs to me and I will take it. So the see, you see this nine of wands, this person holding this nine of, this one wand like really close to them, even though there are like a lot of wands, near the person, like, and there is not even a person, like there is not even another person, but there is this, if you see, like if you look at his face, it's like it's my wand and I don't want anyone else to steal it. Like it feels like this person really kind of, like possess this wand, and it's like really afraid that someone else would take away from it, because it has been happening from, with him in a way. So it's kind of worried that someone's gonna take it away from him, or something's bad gonna happen or something. And also there is like a lot of wands. I don't know, for some reason this feels like a lot of people to me, like a lot of people are there, and you are like with this one little wand, and you feel like this all these people is gonna take away your wand. That kind of feeling I'm seeing here, which is terrible. I'm so sorry, pile number two, that you had to go through it and you felt such way. But yeah, I wish that you don't feel this anymore and you feel peace in it. And here where your future spouse comes in. So for you, I feel like, like, some people, and they are like really possessive of their partner. They have to like know their passwords, they have to know where they are going, what they are doing and stuff. So maybe in the beginning you would do it, no worries about that, no judgment on that. But yeah, I feel like in the beginning you would do it, but as time passes and as you become more close, like you would seriously have this much faith on your partner that, like, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it, but like even if your partner is like sitting with like, I don't know, like sitting in a room, and like 10 girls come in, or 10 guys come in like without clothes, they are not gonna care about them. They're gonna be maybe busy in their phone, or they're gonna think about you, but not like even look at them, you know because you're getting love. It's not, love is not about body, or it's not replaceable. How do I even explain it? Okay, so it's not about the body. So like your person loves you, like not just your body but your soul, and your soul is in your body. Your soul isn't in any other woman's body in this whole world. Your soul is in your body, and your person loves your soul. And doesn't matter what you look like, your person loves you and only you. Pile number two, you see how there is this, there is a lot of wands. There is like literally nine wands in this first picture, and these wands felt like people to me. But then, if you see it in the second picture, like the second card, and it's the two of cups, and it's just two people looking at each other. So I feel like for you guys, when your future spouse comes in your life, like all this thing of I have to fight for it, or I have to keep it, or I have to just all this thing of all this intensity, it's gonna fade away somehow. It's like when he is there, when she is there, the whole world fades in, the whole world becomes blurry. I know like I am sounding like some some weirdo or some like movie making person or something, but this is how it is. I can't under do it, like this is how it is. This is how I am seeing it. Like there is just literally nothing in the background. It's just two people looking at each other, and there is like the world disappeared. So this is how it is I see for you. Like you honestly, when you are with them, you don't even care like what's your and what's not yours, because you understand that this particular person is yours, and you don't have to fight for this person. This is, like we usually say this thing that for love you have to fight for love, or for, like you have to fight for things basically. And I think this one line would be like very, I don't know, like very resonating with you, that you have to fight for things. And we have also, encountered people saying that, oh, you have to fight for your love, you have to fight for things. But I think with you, the thing is kind of different. Maybe you had to fight for a lot of things in your life, but for this person, for love in your life, I don't think you have to fight for it. I think this is one of your thing also, that if you are, that you have to fight for a connection, a person, like it's too much, it's too intense, and you have to like literally like fight for it, it's not your person. Because for like your, the connection with your future spouse is not something that you're gonna fight for. It's gonna be just be there. It's not a fight, it's just there. Like it's simple, it's not intense, it's just there. You will feel at peace with your person basically. You'll not feel like, oh, I have to fight for it, this person's gonna go away, or I have to be more interesting to them, I have to, wear a certain color or do a certain thing, I have to have a certain career or something. They'll just stay with you regardless. Like maybe in the beginning you feel that way, but then eventually you realize that you don't have to do anything for them, and you just have to be you and not fight for them. Basically they will stay. I also feel like if you feel this way, that suppose if I don't know, like suppose if a much hotter looking person come in front of them, they're gonna look at you. You are wrong, cause even if like the most hottest person comes in front of them, they're not gonna be attracted by them because they are attracted by you. I know some people wouldn't believe it, and some people would be like, oh, she's like a crazy tarot reading, tarot lady, and she's like saying whatever. But no, bro, I mean, I can sense energy, right? And this is like a one way person, like this one to one thing. This is like, this is like looking in the eyes thing. There is no one else, because everyone else, even if there is someone else, everything is just so blurry that it's just you two people and no one else. Another thing that I'm seeing here is this, from this two of sword here is that, like I feel like you kind of had this phase in your life where you just, like suppose if you have like a fallout with a person, you would maybe go into that overthinking mode, and you would just overanalyze everything, that analysis to paralysis thing, and you would be in your head. Maybe you would just cut off people from your life, but then, like maybe you would even take some time to deal with people or cut people out of your life. And even if you just physically cut people out of your life, you are like emotionally and mentally still thinking about them. Like I feel like it gets you a little time to get over people, to get over situation, to get over things. It's not like you, oh, like that thing about ki, oh, I'm done with it, I'm just gonna go. Like it just doesn't work for you. I feel like you're more of the type to kind of take your time to kind of analyze things, and sometimes even overanalyze and overthink and everything, and you're like in your shell, you're doing your thing. But then when this person comes in your life and your future spouse comes in your life, you're going from this two of swords mentality. You're going from this, just dealing with everything in your head, just, going through the overthinking, the overanalyzing. I'm also seeing stalking, in my brain. I'm also seeing someone like stalking and like going through their Instagram or something. So you are going from this phase to the Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords is like the cut through queen. She is just so direct. Like, if she doesn't want to talk to someone, she's not gonna think that, oh, should I stop talking to them or should I not stop talking to them? What would they think? And this and that. She's not gonna think about anything. She's like, I don't want to talk to them. I would not talk to them. And I'm like going straight to them and telling them that we are not talking anymore. And then I'm just, going no contact with them. I'm going just like, I'm just cutting all contacts with them. I'm just not having a conversation with them anymore. Like she's very direct with her. So I'm feeling this fog of this overthinking or whatever is just clearing out, and then this directness, this clarity, this direct approach is coming to you. Like, even if you are like quick to cut people, I think that you have a tendency to overanalyze or overthink about things, and I mean, you're not like, you just don't quickly get away from people. I mean, obviously humanly it's impossible to like quickly get away, but I think it's gonna be much more better when that person comes in your life, and like you just, and it's not like this person magically comes in your life and magically everything is good, but it's like when this person is there, when you see them, you get inspired by them, I don't know, you just somehow believe that you can do this, you can go from the two of swords to the queen of swords, and just you do it. It's sometimes it's not about like a person comes and just do a magic in your life. It's more about the person comes and they are the magic, and then when then you see them, you realize that you are also human too, and you can be that magical too, and you just realize your own magic. It's not like this person is giving you something, it's just this person is being them, and then you look at them and then you realize that you are a magic too, and then you just realize your magic and do your magic. That's it. I think somehow this person is also like, somehow I'm not saying that this person is gonna be one of those person who is like helping you out, and then being like, that underlying feeling of, oh, I helped you there. It's not like that, but I think this person is gonna be more of a like a silent supporter in your career. I don't know what you do for a living, I don't know what you do for a career, but I feel like this person is not gonna be like a loud supporter. Like, maybe even the world not gonna even know that they support you so much in your career, but then they're gonna be like there for you in your career a lot. Like, they might be the person you go for like career advices, or maybe you, I don't know, like you're so done with your career sometimes and you just feel like you just need a listening ear to kind of vent about the bosses or the colleagues or whatever. And I feel like this person's gonna be that kind of a person with you. Like, they're gonna be your silent supporter. I'm not seeing like too loud supporter, I'm seeing very silent supporter kind of energy. Like, they're there for you. Like, you can, if you wanna fall on me, that kind of energy. Like, you don't have to fall on the ground. If you wanna fall on me. And I'll make sure you have a soft landing. Okay, and I think that was a channel message for you. So it's like, if you wanna fall, don't fall on ground. If you wanna fall on me, and I'll make sure that's a soft landing. That's a channel landing. Yeah, that's a soft landing. I guess I just mixed the words. This person is basically here to catch you if you ever feel like you're falling or you're failing or something. I feel like there might be some people who are into some sort of flowers here, like very different kind of flowers that I don't even know the name of. But like, these are not like the typical roses or lilies or something. But I feel like something like, is there a spider flower or something? Cause I'm seeing like octopus legs or spider legs or something webbed kind of. But they are like flowers, but I don't know their name or something. So there might be some people who are into, webbed flowers or spider flowers or something like that, but it's not the usual roses or tulips or something. I feel like, that audio, that reel or whatever it was, where it says that, the right person, the right, like the anyone can give you roses, but the right guy or the right girl would be, like would take the time to know about your favorite flower and give you the favorite flower. I am kind of, brought back to that thing, and also I love it. I love when it happens, but I just channeled that specific message for you, and now we have the Page of Pentacles. And if you look closely at this Page of Pentacles, do you see this guy, like just adoring that pentacle and just holding it like really safely, I feel like this guy is that, that your future spouse, like even if she's a female and this pentacle is you. So they have like, I'm there for you, like they are this, I'm holding you, you don't have to fall, I can, just place you, like you are in my hand, not like even you are being controlled by me, but it's like I am there for you, I'm hold you, I'm gonna hold you. This is like the kind of like the whole conclusion of this thing, that I am there for you, I'm not running away from you, I'm not being, I'm not being stolen from you, I'm just here for you, I'm just here for you. Like this is your person, this is like the whole conclusion of your reading. And I feel like for you, pile number two, your future spouse is kind of like coming in, to just tell you again and again that hey, I'm here for you, you're not falling, you're not failing, I'm here for you. That kind, I'm just feel like repeating the message again and again, that I'm here for you, you're not falling, you're not failing. This was seriously very, I didn't thought that this would look like a channeling kind of a phase, that your future was gonna come so strongly here. But this is, I mean, I love it, seriously. Like it's good that it's kind of took a unexpected turn, but I really really like it when it happens. Thank you, pile number two. It was seriously an honor to kind of do a reading for you. I'm like doing a reading like after a really long time, but I feel like I needed it because now I feel good. In my life, also things are not really going that great, but I think, channeling and reading cards is something that kind of gives me a little, pixie dust to live on earth. So this is all that I have for you, pile number two. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. Take care.